Hello everyone. In this video, going to share my thoughts on Indian Police Force Season 1 series available on Amazon Prime Video that was released a few days ago. Indian Police Force is an Indian Hindi language action series on Amazon Prime Video. The series was directed by Rohit Shetty and Sushant Prakash, produced by Rohit Shetty. This is an Amazon Prime original series available in multiple Indian languages, starring Siddharth Malhotra, Shilpa Shetty Kundra, Vivek Oberoi, and many others. My pronunciation is not that great. Please forgive me for any mispronunciations. The views shared are only personal opinion, does not intend to hurt anyone's sentiment. Recommend discretion. The story revolves around the protagonist, a police officer who goes on a hunt to catch the most wanted terrorist of India, the terrorist who is responsible for serious blast across the country. The story is a very old conflict. It needed a gripping screenplay, great action sequences, and a strong performance to elevate. The series miserably fails to achieve that. From the beginning, the storytelling was flat. You can expect the story and even foresee most of the scenes, and exactly the same happens. The number of slow motions in the series was way too many. At a certain point, I lost the patience and fast forwarded. Most of them were unnecessary. It didn't elevate the scene or showcase any detailing. Another letdown was the action scenes. Some glaring cuts, ordinary choreography, and the special effects slash VFX was not up to the mark. I couldn't connect with the characters at all. The antagonist had a decent backstory which could have been used for better character arc. The villain was shown as a very smart person. The scenes did not justify it. Instead, it just fell flat. None of the characters created impact. Some of the repeated dialogues and expected punchlines further spoiled the series. Most of the performances were well below par. Some of the emotion scenes that could hit hard didn't do that. There were many moments that felt odd and artificial. The unnecessary build up, flat body language, and normal dialogue delivery were tiresome to watch after a certain point. I didn't feel any of the visuals as wow. The framing was obvious for the template. Sometimes the color scheming, though was done intentionally, was not catchy enough. Many parts of the country were shown, but felt could have been captured differently to showcase the beauty. The music was way below par. The background score didn't create an impact, and the same was played over and over again. I couldn't even remember the starting of the song. The cuts on action sequences felt odd. Some of the non-linear narration didn't click as it intended. Unnecessary song could have been cut. Well, can't look for the cuts on the scenes because of the dull narration. The VFX was well below the mark considering the resources and budget they had for this series. The choices of location could have been better as the series moves across various regions. The storytelling and the narration was not engaging. For such a predictable story, the screenplay mattered a lot, which failed. While I get the idea of elevated character intro and moments through slow motions, here most of them felt not necessary and didn't create any impact. The staging of certain peak impactful scenes was not good enough. Like many action films and series, certain characters were introduced only to demise. After a certain point, it becomes a revenge story. There seemed to be a lot of casual rating on many occasions, like on how the protagonist finds the villain. The action sequences were not elevated enough. The series is supposed to have plenty of elevated moments. In fact, it relies on it with the slow motions and the thrilling scenes. But unfortunately, none of the scenes create the impact because of the narration style, the dull scenes leading to the moment, and the performances. I was expecting an entertaining series. From the trailer itself, it was clear what the core conflict is going to be. I was not looking for any technical brilliance or logics, just a gripping screenplay and engaging narration. That does not happen. The storytelling and the narration were huge letdowns. The staging could have been better. To the most part, it was tiring to watch. Overall, it didn't work for me. Thanks for your time.